delighted to have you here. Thanks very much for joining. There goes the signal. Okay. Yeah, look, this is a clear example of what I call those that say it can't be done shall not stand in the way of the ones that are doing it. So what I wanted to do is first of all, welcome everybody. There's a stack of people missing. There's Stephen. There's Catherine. Okay. Excellent. They're just connecting to the audio. Okay. I'm going to keep on going. Yeah, those that say it can't be done shall not stand in the way of those that are doing it. I often get told that, hi Catherine, I'm gonna stop the video for everybody because it makes it easier to screen share. I'm not sure how the bandwidth is going, so allow me to do that. We have a chat window at the bottom. Feel free to use that. I will endeavor to look at that every so often, but I've also prepared time at the end for questions. All right, so the idea of today is to provide a bit of training, to provide a bit of education, mainly around due diligence. This is driving me nuts. I have a, oh well, I can't do it now. It's all right, I have a background, an electronic background. Once in a while you see a pig jumping up in the back. Doesn't matter. All right, so ROI of 100%, return of investment of 100% in the first year. It can't be done. It can't be done. Mick, welcome. I'm going to stop your video as well, and hi to everybody because of the bandwidth. Okay, so can we do an ROI? Can we do a return on investment of 100%, and or how do I do due diligence? How do I do the research? All right, first of all, I've got to give you the usual rules. Everything that I say here is from my experience. Please talk to your own advisors and get your own research. I'm also requested to say that I'm recording this session. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I don't know why, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We're amongst friends. Yeah, so I'm recording this session. If anybody has got any issues with that, let me know, and I will block you out. All right, so the impossible deal, 100% return on investment, cash on cash. What I thought is we cover how I go through the deal. So we look at the land, we look at the building, the calculations, the evidence that I have, and short and sharp, look at what questions you may have or what questions come up. It is my intent to have my presentation, my discussion finished by 20 past, in 20 minutes, by 10 to, so that we've got 10 minutes for discussions and questions. And I'll open up the lines and everybody can speak freely with the video and everything like that. All right, so the impossible deal. How can I do 100% return on investment? First, let's talk about the land. And I've just picked a deal that we're doing at the moment. We're talking about a piece of land in Townsville on the golf course. Now, you can see the photo. This is the best golf course in a town of 180,000 people. What they have done is, it was a large golf course of 27 holes. They have converted 9 holes into residential dwellings, thereby enabling them to build a new clubhouse. Here's the old clubhouse. If you can see my cursor, here will be the new clubhouse. And it allowed them to reconfigure and upgrade the remaining 18 holes. The land is 220,000. Now, we got this deal through the inside running, through the long-standing relationship that we have both with the vendor of the land, which is Ingenta, and the builder that we have done a building with some 10, 12 years ago. The builder is actually selling the land to the purchaser, not us. As always, we don't buy and on sell. We just do the buyer's advocacy work. The builder is selling the land at the price from 3 years ago. Now that in itself, in a fast rising market, which is what Townsville is a good deal. So the land is 220,000. This is a map of the estate. You can see here in red, I have highlighted lot 154. It is opposite of a park. The park, if I just go back, is that. Is that beautiful or what? Anyways, so the outstanding point about the land is, whilst it is on a golf course where you traditionally pay between $6,000 to $10,000 worth of body corporate fees, that's not the case here. You get free Torrance title, so that means you've got your own piece of land, and you do not have to pay anybody corporate. How good is that? Pretty much unheard of. So, to explain a bit about Townsville, Townsville is a city of 190,000 population. It's got diversified income, a stable economy, mainly because about 1/3 of the economy is government income. Huge contingent of army personnel, university, and a very, very substantial regional hospital and university medical facility. I have pulled up an overview of Harron Todd White, excuse me, who are nationwide valuers. Sorry, frog in my mouth. And their latest Townsville in report shows very clearly the business confidence is up, labor market is up, residential property outlook is cautiously optimistic, house sales volume is rising, house prices are steady to rising, unit sales value is rising, unit prices are steady. Quite frankly, I don't care about units. Residential sales is expected to rise. Residential land prices are static. Rental vacancy is tightening. We have had $30 and $40 worth of increases in the reletting fees of the last properties. So the rental market is extremely tight. There are 2 and 3 applications on every property. Some properties don't even have to be advertised. The rental managers have waiting lists. So certainly a market in favor of the landlord. Now, the building. This used to be a house and land package that the builder did. And as they always do, they produce the cheapest that they can get away with. So this was a stock standard 3-bedroom, nothing special, with 173.82 square meters. Then I got my hands onto it. Let's first look at the design. So what changes did we make? We increased the bedrooms. We increased the dining family area. We increased the patio area. We put in a study nook. And this is hard to see on the drawing, I realize that, an attic ladder for a storage area for stuff that isn't heavy, but that we all have. Your suitcases, your Christmas tree, your sporting gear that you use in the one season but not in the other. So these are all upgrades that we did. The house is now 190.37 square meters. So we've added 16.55 square meters to it. The house is, with the land, 497 fully turnkey, including our fee for service. And it is designed what we call continued living. So that means that every doorway is at a minimum 860 millimeters and the entry is 1020 millimeters. Why did we do that? Well, we are an aging population and there are two target markets for this property. One is what we lovingly refer to as the DINGs, double income, no kids. The young professional couple that wants to live in a beautiful atmosphere and environment, who wouldn't want to live on a golf course that is being maintained for you, and so on and so forth. So that's certainly one target area. The other target group is the professional couple that is empty nesters. They are in their 50s, mid-50s, maybe end 50s, and want to live the easy life, want to have a good house, well-sized house. The bedrooms are very substantial, but where they can essentially lock the house up and go traveling and do their things. They want to have the possibility, though, if something happens to their health, to be able to, if they have a walker frame or even with a wheelchair, whilst this is not wheelchair compliant, and I said it very clearly, you can go with the wheelchair through the entire house. You will also notice that the shower is, in both cases, a walk-in shower. We have no bathtub in here because it's not the property for a young family. All right. So now ask yourself, where can you get a house on the golf course with nobody corporate, a large 3-bedder plus study room, 2 bathrooms, 2 garages, with everything that opens and shuts down to the window furnishing, so you can take the key of that property and rent it out the day after completion. That's a bit bright, so I'll turn that down a bit. So everything, literally everything that is required is included in this property. And that for under $500,000. I reckon that's pretty much unheard of. Now, the only way that we could get to this deal was because we have got excellent connections to the developers and have done deals with the builder as well. This is an off-market transaction, so only available to the PropertyFriends team. But let's get to my case in point, 100% return on investment, cash on cash. So I've got to pre-qualify that. Whilst I have financial planners qualifications, I don't act like such. So this is not financial advice. I've done a little calculation, just a little one, 4 pages worth of it. Just in case you don't know, I'm a detailed person. Allow me to summarize it. Now, just because the calculation goes haywire if I calculate it on no money in, I've said, for argument's sake, let's put $50,000 in, so a 10% deposit. Anybody that's had a house in Melbourne, Sydney, or just about anywhere in the last 3 years has got $50,000 equity in their property. So that is not a stumbling stone. The pre-tax cash flow, and I'm happy to send you this on the understanding that I've done it for myself, that it is not a financial advice document, not a prediction of the future. At pre-tax, the property already returns $3,075 in positive cash flow. If we take the tax benefits in consideration, which I've done at 37%, so again, I wasn't silly about it, didn't take 40-something%, the property returns $5,372 in the first year in positive cash flow. That is a pre-tax equivalent of 50.4%. But wait, there's more. And no, you're not going to get any stigmas. So, the sales value on completion, according to my research, and I'm happy to make that available, and I'm showing it in a minute, is $550,000. We have a loan outstanding, including purchase costs, including everything else. And by the way, obviously, I've made some assumptions. So, for example, I've allowed for $2,500 worth of council rights, $2,500 worth of insurance. I've made assumptions in regard to the depreciation. I have assumed, and this is all listed here, a capital growth rate of 7%, an inflation rate of 3%, and an interest rate of 3.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not unusual to get under 2% at the moment. So again, I do these calculations to the best of my abilities and conservatively. Everybody is happy if this gets better. Nobody likes it if it gets worse. So as far as I'm concerned, this is as close to the mark as we can do at this point in time. So we have $550,000 sales value. We are owing $456,963 as a loan with $50,000 in. This includes the purchase cost. This includes the stamp duty. This includes the PropertyFriends fee for service. So this is turnkey everything. If we deduct the $50,000 of interest that we have, of capital that we put in the first place, and we add the $5,372 worth of positive cash flow after tax, we get to a cash on cash return of $48,409. In other words, we invest $50,000, and if we were to sell at completion, we get $48,409 after 1 year, after the rental yield and everything back, or a 9.7, call it a 10% return. That, ladies and gentlemen, is something that everybody will tell you you can't do. You cannot have 100% or close to 100%, $48,409 in the first year return on your investment of $50,000. By the way, the first 10 years, the cash flow after tax is $65,538. Again, I've done this calculation for myself because I'm hugely interested how these things perform, and that everybody would have to agree is a great result. I've got about 2 minutes because I want to leave 10 minutes for questions. How did I come up with all these figures? This is factual sales evidence. What you have to understand, what we got to take into consideration, this is a very special development. It's a golf course. You can't compare a golf course with the next suburb next door, because They don't have greens that are being maintained. They don't have the additional cost of the purchase of the land. So let's be fair and compare apples with apples. This is factual sales evidence from that golf course. The rental evidence, 650 and 825. Yes, those houses are a bit bigger. Yes, those houses have pools. We don't. But at 525, I am very certain I am conservative. That, ladies and gentlemen, is all I wanted to cover. That was a ton of information, and I am fairly certain that there is questions. So what I will do now is I will endeavor to get everybody's video going and allow everybody to speak. So all I can do is I ask you to unmute, and I ask you to put your cameras on if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. And we can have a chat, ask any questions that you have, and hit me with your rhythm stick. Let me just allow me to give permissions to the last people. Yeah, we're just about all there. Okay, we should all have permission to have the video on and permission to speak. So who wants to kick me off? I'm sure that was a ton of information. Apologies for that. But what questions have you got? What can I explain further? Did it make sense? Yeah. Jane, I can see you've got a question.
No, I was thinking of a question. I don't know much about it. So
hang on, I got to put my loudspeaker on a bit more. Apologies for that. I'll stop the screen share.
The information you gave us is, have you got to study it, obviously. When are they going to be erected, or are they when we're starting? When this, you know, what's is a deadline? A year to be completed, or?
Okay, so the land has got title now. It's ready to be built. The builder has got the plans ready, and I would expect from settlement of the land to be able to finish this project in 6 to 8 months. Now, that gets us into Christmas. So say 8 months, by February next year, I would expect the project to be finished. So this is a fast turnaround, which is exactly what we want. One thing that I haven't explained is there is only one stage to come in this development. So if I go to this and I share the screen again, yeah, you should be able to see my screen again.
Yep.
You can see there's only one future stage here.
Mm-hmm.
And here is going to be the new clubhouse.
Right.
So that means that the scarcity of the land will only improve, will only get more because there is no more land to be had.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it is. And once the house is built, it's an enclosed area, so it's sort of it's safer, isn't it? Sort of a, there's nobody corporate, obviously, and the garden you said something about is maintained. Is that right?
Well, the complete golf course is maintained. That's correct.
Mm.
It is a beautiful area. If you wanted me to, I can send you a video that
Yeah.
I took from the golf course and from that park.
And the house is 192. Is it the house owner or the land itself?
That's the land, the house only.
And what's the
So
land total then?
the
How much
land is
land do you have?
the land is 375 square meters.
Oh, okay.
So it's a compact lot. I will never use the word small.
Mm.
It's a compact lot. You can laugh. It's okay. It's okay. It is again for the target area. As dings, double income with no kids, you don't want to be tied down for.
That's okay. I just asked just a simple
Yeah,
question. That's all.
yeah.
375. Okay.
Yeah. But you're sitting opposite of this park.
Right. Okay.
And that is also why we've changed the design. You
Yeah.
can see there's a substantial porch here in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And this bedroom actually has got a sliding glass door to the porch.
Yeah. Nice scenery, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. That's my question. Somebody else
Okay.
going to turn now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Can you hear me, Uda?
Yeah, I can hear you, Stephen. I can hear you, but I can't see you. That's okay.
I haven't got my camera on. But Uda, my question is, you had that layout of all the properties on the golf course, like the plan view. Of the residences that are on this development, how many are owner occupied versus how many are rental?
Good question.
You've done this before, Stephen.
Maybe once.
In excess of 80% are owner occupiers.
Really?
Yes. It is very unusual for investors to go to the golf course because the land cost is fairly substantial. Now, the reason why we did it is because in my books, and I'm sure you can see that as well, to get a very substantial 3-bedder on a golf course for under 500,000 is unheard of. So we see it as a great investment and as not only a great rental yield, in as much that the property pays for itself from the day one where it's rented, but also as a capital gains item. When you go into the sales data, I'll go as far as saying I'll eat my head if you don't have $50,000 in it. I've been doing this for 20 years, Stephen, you know that, and I haven't eaten my head yet.
Very good. And I guess my next question is that future stage. How distant in the future is that? Is that going to be like? Are you buying? This must be what you're looking at. Is what, stage 2 or 3 or something?
No, this is the last stage, the future stage. Everything else is built out. You can see everything that has got the gray mark is a sold lot.
Yeah.
So they are about 3 months away from starting the earthwork. In about 6 to 8 months, that is all complete and the golf course is done. And that yet again, Stephen, is the great opportunity that you are buying into a golf course development that is just about complete. And I don't know about you, but I don't think we will see anywhere in Australia too many more new golf course developments.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Very good. Thank you.
Jill is asking, how far is the development from Townsville? Let me pull up, see if I can pull up there's my family. You can see my family. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that. No, that was one too many. So what we want to do is pull up Google Earth, Google Maps, and then we can Townsville Golf Club. There we go. Then we can answer Jill's question. So the Townsville Golf Club is here.
Oh, look.
And if I pull up that, the directions to the city center,
Just count Central over here. And let's just go.
Queensland, 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
It is very, very central. If I go to the satellite picture, you can see it. This is Castle Hill, the big hill in Townsville for the ones that have been to Townsville. This is the port, and this is the Strand. So this is the city center, which is another reason why I'm saying this is an excellent location, a location that cannot be replicated. You are 9 minutes from the city center, 9 minutes from the city center, and it is a stunning location with all the facilities. There is a big shopping center with even a Maya's store here on the corner. There is another big shopping center here. There's a big shopping center here. So it's a magnificent location, even if I say so myself. Does that answer your question, Jill? Yeah, she says yeah. Did you have any questions, Mick?
Fences, landscaping in the deal?
Everything.
Yep.
Including gardens, including garden bed, window furnishings, everything that you need to have is included.
What sort
This
of
is-
cooling?
Beg your pardon?
What sort of cooling?
Reverse cycle air conditioning. So the refrigerant, the normal air conditioners.
Yep.
And for risk mitigation, we always go one per room. So every bedroom and the lounge has got the separate air conditioners. The reason why we do that is if the system fails, you don't want to have the whole house failing.
Yep.
It's a bit more expensive, but it has proven to be good risk mitigation.
And you've used this builder before?
It's actually funny. I built with his dad 12 years ago. And he has meanwhile taken over. And one of the first things, I hadn't met the son yet. One of the first things that happened when I was there in January, I got there and I visited him. We shook hands and he says, I've done some research on you. Dad says you're okay, so we can do a deal. And to be honest, that's the way that I like to do business, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Nick, you know how it went with Hidden Harbour. Okay, we had some issues with appliances there, but in general terms, we are looking for long-standing relationships, both on the client as well as on the supplier side. And that gives us quality.
Mm.
And a better price. I like the better price too.
Is the golf course gated?
No, it's not gated as such. How can I show that? Magenta. I think I can show you the entrance. That's the entrance. Let's see what we can pull up on the, yeah. There's an entrance here, and there is an entrance here at the top that goes to the northern precinct. At the moment, that entrance only leads to the clubhouse, but it's not gated as such. Have they got, no, they don't have a, no, yeah. See, this is the entire project. That's the southern precinct. By the way, 4 years ago, we did 2 houses down here. So
I
again,
see it, so
sorry?
can only see your head.
Ah, okay. Well, what about if I share the screen then?
That might
Thanks for
work.
telling me. Technology and myself, we are not exactly friends. Did you see the screen before, or was I talking the whole day without showing the screen?
No, you had the screen before.
Okay. So this is the southern precinct with the entry from Queen Street. This is the northern precinct. At the moment, this connection road is still in existence. That will become a secondary road once the new clubhouse has been built up here. But you can see all of this has been done, and there is only about 20, 25 lots left. And that is the opportunity, or that's even more to the opportunity because of the scarcity. We have actually 2 properties under construction down here, 6971. We've done 2 on this side. And that's why I was very, very happy to pull up these 2 lots here, which are opposite the park. That one has already been spoken for, that one is available. But really my intent for tonight was to show that you can actually do the incredible thing of getting 100% cash on cash return. And, you know, leaving that aside, to have a property that makes some $6,000 per year in positive cash flow, that ain't too bad. Is there anything that you had, Catherine? Any questions? I want to give everybody the chance. I can't hear you, Catherine. I'm sorry. You seem to be unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, now you're coming through.
yeah, I am. Okay. So, if one purchases, oh, sorry, not purchases, if a family rents out their property or even lives there as owner occupiers, does it mean automatically they have access to golf course? Is that
No.
so?
No, there is no automatic access to the golf course. The membership is separate. And to be honest, I couldn't tell you at the moment how much it is, but I can follow that up and let you know.
Okay. No, just curious, really, because
Yeah.
that would be a good.
That would be the
A
icing
lot
on
of,
the
a lot
cake.
of, yeah.
Yes, yes. But it's a magnificent, magnificent area. I could pull up a video that I've got, but if you look, what I'll do is I'll send you the little video as a follow-up with the recording. That way everybody can have a look and, you know, follow up. All right.
So how many are there at the moment, Peter?
I have only one.
Just one left.
Just one left, yes.
Oh, okay.
And you know, I didn't mean this to be a sales presentation. I wanted to show that you can make excellent money from deals like this. And that is what everybody says, or what the people that are not in the know say can't be done. So, you know, that's what I wanted to show. As a matter of fact, at the moment, I only have this block here, 149, and you can see they're both marked as sold because they've been allocated to us. Can I make this bigger? No, I can't. Not on here. Yeah, so I've only got that one lot that is available. Hang on, I should be able to new land release. No, it won't show up. That's the best that I can do. Why can't I? No, I can't make it bigger. Yeah. So but it's a gorgeous location opposite the park, which is again another location advantage. All right. Thanks very much. I hope that was informative for you. What I will do is, you have attended, so I will send you the recording. I will send you the little video, and if you want to talk further, by all means give me a call, or you can book a call online, whatever. Just give me a call, that's easier.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you, Olga. Appreciate
All
that.
right. Thanks very much. Thanks,
Wonderful
Jill.
job.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.